Welcome back everyone to Piney Plays the Burglar, and today we are here outside of Meduseld in Edoras, where we'll find out how Eowyn is doing after the king's latest command.
There is no honor in this. Why must I stay behind?
Why must I stay behind while my brother and my uncle ride the war? Do they care more for Rohan than I? No, I would fight as hard for the people of the mark as any man, and may have even greater ferocity. I will do as the king commands, Petronella. His duty has been given to me, and I will carry it out the best I may, though it is not my desire. None will say that Eowyn betrayed the word of her king. I will protect the people of Vaderas and see them to safety while the battle rages elsewhere. It may come to us in the end, and if it does, I will be ready. I will need your help in the meantime. Alright. And what kind... Eowyn's displeasure. Oh boy. Oh my goodness gracious. That is a jumping...
There are many things to do before the people can leave for Dunharrow.
Right, the first thing they need to do is to get a better ring, that's for sure. There you go. Yeah, get rid of that piece of junk. So what do we need to do before we go to Dunharrow?
There are many things to do before the people can leave for Dunharrow.
My uncle's command must be brought to the townsfolk. Wagons must be loaded with provisions, belongings gathered, and there are like to be some naysayers who refuse to follow the king's will. Take this proclamation and read it before the people at several locations throughout the city. Start with the market north of Meduseld Steps, and then work down through the streets of Vaderas. Word will spread quickly. It's already begun to do so. But the king's command must be brought to the people so the preparations for the departure can be made. Not everyone will be pleased with this, Petronella. Be kind if you can, but keep your resolve strong. This must be done. Theoden Kings commanded it. Very well. Let us go and bring forth the command of the king. This looks like a good place to read a proclamation. The king orders everybody to leave. You read the proclamation aloud, and several people nearby begin to mutter. Those are the commands of the king, I'm sorry, but... Yeah, right, fine. Would you rather stay here and be orc food, or would you rather go and be safe in Dunharrow? Alright, fine. Now, it probably wasn't the most inspiring way of wording it, but you get the idea. Get them into action, right? Now, let's see. Let's find the next place where we need to do a little bit of reading. How about down here? This looks like a bit of a gathering place up ahead. Yeah. By these stairs is a good place to read the proclamation. Alright. By order of King! Yes. Oh. Yes?
Do you have a time to spare in our woman, tidings bearer?
Yes, I have heard the commands of Theoden King, and will obey, but it has been many years since Ethrith felt the bloom of youth, and I do not have the strength I once did. My belongings are bundled in this crate, but I cannot carry it down the hill to the Dunharrow wagon without help. The wagon is to the north of here, if you follow the road. Can you bring my possessions to the wagon just north of here? Fine. Let's see. You would think that the city would have people that could be hired to, with a wheelbarrow maybe, to help bring it. Oh, I know. If you're on a, she's probably on a pension that doesn't give her enough money to hire someone for that work. There is that. Let's see. And where's this wagon? Ah! Here it is, right here. There you go. Now, let's find another place to read this proclamation. And what about that place where we entered? There's this fountain there. Yeah, see? Look at that fountain. Now, does that look like a wonderful place to read a proclamation? Well, assuming the entrance to the courtyard is a good place to read the proclamation. Let's yell loud enough so I can be heard over the fountain, I guess. By command of King Theoden! What? Hello there?
Everyone must obey the word of Theoden King.
Yes, and I know everyone is not going to fight, needs to leave Vateras, but those men over there were laughing, and I heard them insult the name of the king. You're not going to let them escape justice, are you? Everyone has to obey the word of Theoden King. Oh, yeah. You don't have to stretch during the speech, do you? All right, well, let's see about these guys. Hello there. I heard that you were laughing at the orders of the king.
What gives you the right to order us out of our homes?
Maybe those are the commands of Theoden, and maybe they're not. Maybe they're the words of Gandalf. Maybe the wizard is working against us and just wants our treasure for himself. Do they not say that troubles follows him wherever he goes? I will teach you a lesson, little child. I will teach you what happens when you do the bidding of wizards. Wonderful. What are you calling child? I think I could beat you in a thing or two. No one talks to me like that. All right. Well, is that it? Well, let's see. We need to go to the next area. How about down this way? How's this for a good place to read a proclamation? Yeah, and there's some people here. By these stairs, it's a good place to read the proclamation. By order of Theoden King! Yeah? Are you grumbling? No grumbling. Alright, fine. No grumbling. The king has ordered that we all go out. Yeah, fine. Oh, let's get back to Eowyn. This is getting problematic. I have read the proclamation and encouraged people to follow it.
It will be some time before all the people are ready to leave, but this is a start.
Yes, every journey must begin with preparations, especially one as important as this. Alright, gloves of removal or gloves of expulsion? Yeah. Oh, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, I guess. I think since the last item I took with more vitality, I'll take the one with more agility this time.
Grima has fled the city, but I believe some of his allies remain.
Yes, there are still so many tasks that we need to complete before the people are ready to leave Adoras. But something worries me at the back of my mind and divides my attention. When you searched Grima's chambers with Hama, you told my uncle that the room was already in disarray, as if it had been searched before your arrival. Why would Grima leave his chambers in such a state? If he was seeking something specific, surely he would know where to find it. No, I think his room was searched by someone entangled deeply within his schemes. Grima has fled the city, but it is my belief that his ally, at least one, remains. Among the papers you collected was the cryptic phrase, "No mere wit he," and a number of other writings. I do not know what they mean, but mention is made of a number of locations throughout Adoras. Go to some of those and see if you can find signs of Grima's friends or allies. Alright, I suppose I can do that. Let's see if we can find these seeds of treachery. Let's see what these writings have to say. None of us are doing this for free, Worm. Remember that we expect to be paid well for our services. If you think we're common brigands, you aren't as sharp as that blade you carry around. If you weren't careful, you'll find it in your back next, and maybe the old man will find another to do his bidding. Maybe that's one of us. You say you can't grant me the Berg, but I'm not dealing with the sort of jewels on my own. If the old man values you so as much as he does, why is it that he has not given you the run of the place once it's all done? L. With another parchment in the same hand. F says he'll bring the weapons out of the guardhouse on the morrow and leaves them by the side of the wall. And you are certain the king will stay inside? We have not seen him in weeks, but he does still command the loyalty of the people. Only he can stop this. Now that E is imprisoned, E is obviously Aomer, F assures me that E will not be a problem. He spends day and night poring over maps, raging against his confines, but will not disobey the king. L. So we have F and L seem to be two people that are in league with it, right? Yeah, F and L are two people in league with Grima. Alright, and E is of course Aomer, who's definitely not. On a scrap of parchment in a different hand, the Blood Eye thinks we can act quickly. He says Gandalf is coming back. How could he know this? Oh, should act quickly. Okay. This page is almost illegible, written in a hasty handwriting. Which tower? There are several along the northeast wall of the city. I do not know if L is going to put the wood at the proper tower. You need to talk to him before we can act. H wants me to ask about the contents of the chest as well. You say it will burn, but it is very sturdy and not spread to the southeast gate. If the chest burns but the fire does not spread, H says it'll be on your head. F. Okay, so we still have H, we have L, we have H, L, and F. Okay, H, L, and F seem to be the three people that are involved in this plot. So let's see if we can find H, L, and F and find these weapons and the wood and all that fun stuff. Aha! Well, I found the weapons. Yep, those are definitely weapons. These weapons are out of place. Why were they moved here? I don't know, but it was probably for some nefarious purposes. Now, let's check out those other locations. Here's a tower. Let's see if we could find the wood or whatever they're trying to do here. Oh! Hebecca! Well, look at that! His name starts with an H! We can deal with him, right? There you go. Hebecca was an ally of Wormtongue. But are there others? Well, there is still L and whatever that other... F and L. Hey! Hey! Good grief, some people. Someone put this pile of timbers here. Did they plan to set it ablaze? There is the gate. Was I supposed to do something there? Leofink. Well, I found L. let's deal with L. Actually, how do we know that's... Okay, that's definitely L. I had to give her a chance, right? The little thing was an ally to Wormtongue, but are there others? Oh, aha, there is that chest there. And that opened the gate. Okay, how about that? Now, let me talk to Eowyn and tell her what we found, but there is still F. I haven't seen any sign of F yet. I found another nasty things in the area, and I also found 2 of Wormtongue's allies, though there's still this unidentified F.
You found some of Grima's allies and defeated them? Good.
Good. Those snakes would have caused trouble for us, especially once my uncle rides to Isengard. I hope that was all of them, Petronella. I still do not understand all of the mysteries you uncovered in Grima's chambers, but perhaps we have ended the schemes that were plotted there. My uncle and his riders are ready to depart. Ooh. Raisers of Conspiracy. Well, alright, I'll have to have a look at those in a moment.
My preparations continue, but my uncle's are complete.
You know, I was just thinking about something here. I was choosing my rewards here as if I were a warden. Burglar! Oops. Wrong class! Well, at least they're not too far apart, and the last one I did choose the agility option, so at least I wasn't too far off. My preparations continue, but my uncle's are complete. Now he rides to Isengard in the war. I will remain behind as he's commanded, but my thoughts will dwell upon him until he returns. Enter into the Golden Hall and see if he has further commands for those of us who will remain. Alright. Into the Golden Hall as the king rides west. I've heard that the preparations are complete, Your Majesty.
The riders are ready to depart, as am I.
We will ride to Isengard and remind Saruman of what he's forgotten, that the Rittermark is not for his to take. It belongs to the Eralingas, who will refresh his memory with sword and spear. I know that Eowyn is unhappy with her charge, and she would be on the forefront of the battle if I allowed her to ride with us. It would console her a little to know that it is not her safety that I seek to ensure with my command, but that of my people. They need someone to lead them in my absence, someone to give them hope for better days to come. They need Eowyn to be strong, and I know that she would be. Another spear at Isengard will avail us little. A shield at home may be a difference at the last. I am ready to ride. Let me know when you're ready to see us off. How would the departure go? And does he have anything else to say before he does go? We'll have to find that out in the next episode of Piney Plays The Burglar.